just getting up this morning. Well, the kids are just getting up. I slept in a little bit with my new sleep schedule until about 5 this morning, and then I got up and I got ready and got all the school stuff together, and then they can't see you yet. Hold on, sweetheart. And then I laid out all my school stuff, which I'll show you, and I noticed that in our math chapter for today, we need to cut some bread, and I didn't have any bread made, so went ahead and started some bread. And then Liam just woke up. It is 7:25 right now almost, and he is going to start on his chores, and then they will have breakfast, and we will start school at 8. So here is how I set up all of our homeschool stuff in the morning. So this is our homeschool station. This is where I keep all of our books on this little rolling IKEA cart. So we have Liam's binder right here, this blue one he does in the morning. Then we have our Saxon math. We have our Sonlight reading and history books that we're going to be reading today. And there's multiple books that you read with Sonlight. These are just the two that we're using today, is this one and this one. And then we have our lesson plan for the week for Sonlight, as well as our history study guide down here. Oh, and then some cursive writing that Liam uses while we are reading. He practices his cursive. And then we have our science book, and we're not doing our experiment today, it's just reading. Tomorrow's our experiment day. And then we have our English papers, and I just pull out the paper from the workbook that we need to do today. We have these, I love these from the dollar store, just blank paper with lines, our 3 phonogram books, and then my teacher's manual for Logic of English. So yeah, that is what how we set everything up. And then this is our homeschool station, which this is just real life. This is pretty much what it looks like. We have kind of coloring pages down here on this bottom right hand corner, as well as Liam's Battleship. Some more games up in the top right hand corner. One of these totes, I think the top one, has Play-Doh in it, and then the second wicker tote has some homeschool stuff. That big one is like a marble run, and then the girls have their tablets that they use, the little leapfrog ones, as well as some beads, Melissa and Doug beads, and then those are extra Sonlight books that we are currently using, just not using today, in that middle left. And we got our bread over here. That's just rising. Oh, I kicked the dog kennel. But yeah, our bread is just rising. So then I have some frozen fruit because the kids are having some yogurt this morning. So we start our school day off in the living room after we've eaten breakfast. And I usually have at least Liam, but the girls are welcome to come in and play too. We just read our read-alouds for Sonlight, which right now is The Year with Miss Agnes, and that book has been wonderful. We've really enjoyed it. Then we usually move on to reading our Jesus Storybook Bible, and we're also reading a book, the Who is Jesus, from the Who is and What is series of books, and we've enjoyed all of those. So here's just some little clips of us doing that. Done with reading, and I have done a quick reset of the living room while Liam is sitting and doing his binder. It is 9 o'clock, so we read for an hour, and I made sure to put all of our books back in here. These are all of our read-alouds, Bibles, that kind of stuff. So then I have, hold on, sweetie. Then I have Ava asked me to get her firefighter stuff out, so we have the 2 firefighter hats, and then she has her tightrope or her fire hose to play with. And then the slide is... It's my tightrope. It's your tightrope, yep. Okay, so now your firefighters, yep. Benny's playing with the little reader books. Okay, so then Liam's over here, and he is working on his binder. So this is his binder that he does every morning. He has certain things that he tasks he has to do. So he counts money that's in that little pouch that I put in each morning. He also reads these words up here, and then he does, these are math flashcards that he does. These are his to-do list, which we need to add into our school that we added in science. So and now we've started a new semester, so we have a new calendar. He writes and talks about the calendar days. Yep, and then flip to the next page. This is our tree that we've been looking at throughout the winter as it's been changing. And then we have our hundreds chart, where I have certain things that Saxon asks me every day to have him count to and from. We're counting by tens and by twos, talking about odd and even numbers right now. Okay, flip it over. Okay, and then this is his meeting strip for Saxon. So every day he writes the date, he writes the pattern, and then he writes what was in his coin cup or coin pouch. And I actually have to get him a new one, so I will show you my math binder. So this is my math binder that I keep right in this little cart right here. And it's just a spiral binder, or a, 3-ring binder. I have some art that he's done, a little pouch of extra things for me. Okay, and then this is what we are doing as far as the days of the week. Show you in January. We have all of our stuff laid out. So this is how I lay out all of our things that we're going to do each day. And I do 6 weeks at a time. And then we take a week break, a week off, and then we do 6 more weeks. And we are going with that schedule until the end of June, all the way through June. And then we will be having about a month and a half break for summer. And then back here, I have some extra printouts of these meeting strips that he can use. So there you go, buddy. So you can use those. And then what else do we have in our binder? Let's see. We have our number, or our weather. Yep. We have our number line. And I think that's it. Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, he's going to do that, and then we are going to speed up our day.
How?
With the fast mode. So today in math, we were using bread, and we were cutting it in half, and then we were cutting out pieces of the bread, and then cutting those pieces into squares. And Liam was able to cut those squares into halves and demonstrate how to make one whole piece into a half. So we're talking about fractions, while also practicing and working on his cutting skills. So then later on, we take a piece of paper and we also cut that in half to demonstrate doing that on a piece of paper and just give him another visual. So with Saxon, I've really enjoyed this, how they use different things to bring into the class and just be able to show him in different ways how it's applicable to real life, and also how he can see things in different ways. So we've really enjoyed that part of it. B. And we cannot use it at the...
I know it says B. Because there's a B, so B.
But we cannot use...
U.
We cannot use BU at the end of the word Y.
Because
English words
do not end in an I, U, V, or J.
Great. Okay, one more time, please.
Again.
Okay, so I'm going to say a word and I want you to tell me how many syllables are in it. Can you sit up, please? Hotel.
Hotel.
2, good job. Robot.
Robot.
Great. Can you write if the vowels are long or short on that word that I just wrote?
Which one?
That last word that I wrote on that bottom.
This one?
Yep. So it's O-T-L.
There we go.
Wonderful.
Mama, look at this. Alright, now my turn.
So, hold on. So, sit down, please. So, I want you to say hotel again and tell me how many syllables are in it.
Hotel.
Great. What's the first syllable? No. Hotel. Great. What's the first syllable?
Ho.
Great.
Ho, ho, ho.
Why did the O say its long sound?
Because I and O may say I know before 2 consonants.
Is that 2 consonants? No. So remember we learned that it is at the end of a syllable and the syllable is open.
Mom,
Do you remember that?
I have to go.
Okay, I will help you. Do you remember learning about that with the open, with the guards and everything?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's work on this word. So it says
Up and topping.
topping. Great job. How many syllables are in this?
Top in.
2. What's at the end of the first syllable?
P.
A consonant or a vowel?
Consonant.
So would it be a closed or an open syllable?
Open or closed.
Closed. Good job. Okay, so it's only been a few seconds for you, but it is actually 5 p.m. So what keeps happening is that my phone keeps running out of storage, and for some reason my phone will not link to my computer, or it links and then it says it won't upload any of the videos. Anyway, so I can't like offload any of my pictures onto my computer. So that was happening. And then around 11 o'clock, so we just like kind of kept going without videoing the rest of the English stuff. So we got all the way through his English lesson. And then at 11 o'clock, my friend texted me and they are having their baby today. Oh my goodness, they were being admitted to the hospital and I just couldn't keep going with school. I was too excited. So we stopped and didn't do science or our history reading yet, which is each 1 page of reading. So we are going to do that now, and we're just going to sit in the living room and do that, which normally we do that at the table. I just like the structure of actually sitting at the table and doing it. But man, I wanted to show you like a structured homeschool day for us, and of course it like falls apart. So I'm just going to show it to you because I mean, this is real life. It's not what I strive for, but it's real life and it's what we do. So they are watching TV right now, but for the afternoon and stuff, Liam played with Play-Doh, and him and Ava, yeah, they played with Play-Doh for quite a while. So I was happy about that, and there they are watching TV. Anyway, so that is what our day has looked like. I hope you have enjoyed it, and it has been fun to just see what we do, and I will film another one of these probably in a couple months.
Kitty kitty meow meow ch ch. Kitty kitty meow meow ch ch. Kitty kitty meow meow ch ch. Kitty kitty meow meow ch ch.